Salman, guys, hi there guys. I just want to chat around protecting yourself and your loved ones. I always get that question of, yo Benson, are you getting ready for war? You know, why do you always carry your weapon, or why do you love fighting, or things like that, or train, or you know? And then I give them the standard answer of, look, it's the same reason why I wear a safety belt, the same reason why I stay in a gated community with an electric fence, you know. So we try and protect ourselves as best as we can, as best as we can afford. Unfortunately, we do live in funky times. Crime is just around the corner. Hence again, the electric fence or the gated community or whatever the case is. You know, for me, I take it a step further by protecting myself physically, and obviously because I'm no Bruce Lee, if 3 guys came with knives for argument's sake, then obviously that fight is heavily skewed in their favor, and I won't be equipped to protect myself. Well, I can try, but I don't think I'll be successful. But today I actually got asked a very, very different question. So they were saying, what's my take on being in a country where guns are illegal, you know, of which I obviously followed up. Well, if you take away guns from law-abiding citizens, doesn't take them away from criminals. So now we're back to square one. So we're back into a space where criminals will get their guns regardless. They're criminals, you know. And then now you are saying to me, I, the law-abiding citizen, may not protect myself and my loved ones. You might as well say, I am not allowed to stay in a estate, a complex, or whatever, with electric fence or a security guard. You might as well say I'm not allowed to do that. You know, all I'm trying to do is just put barriers between me and them, and again, to protect myself. I don't want to sound like a stuck record. You know, from what I've heard, you know, from the Minister of Defense, he's been an advocate of removing guns from law-abiding citizens. And for me, I would have no problem if he led from the front, if he stopped walking with armed security. So if he just walked as a civilian that he wants to be, then sharp. You know, if all the MPs and all the so-called important politicians in this country, if he could start with them and we could see our leaders do that, then I would happily get rid of my weapons. But until they remove their armed security and they walk without any protection, then I'll continue, because they obviously see a reason for their own personal lives, and I'll do the same. This individual then carried on by saying, okay, so what happens if in a perfect utopian world someone were to say all guns have disappeared, even the guns that the criminals have, you know? And even with that question, you know, I was like, hey, that question says a lot about who you are as a person, you know? Because I was like, are you speaking to utopia in the sense of there's no more criminals, or just no more guns? You know, so if every lost gun were to disappear on this planet, every lost guns, however you still keep criminals, then criminals will continue to be criminals. You know, they will come into my home, and God forbid, let's say it's me and my mom, and 5 guys come in with baseball bats. You know, yeah, maybe I might jump out the window and run away, you know, but my mom wouldn't be able to do that, you know. So I have a weapon, not just for myself, you know. A person who thinks like that thinks in a very selfish manner. Guys, you have a weapon not just to protect yourself, but to protect those around you. You know, within this country, everybody has a right to life. So if I am driving and I see an attacker attacking an old lady, pulling out a knife, trying to stab her, you know, As a South African, as a citizen, I need to stop my car and make sure that I neutralize that situation. You know, and again, even if all guns had disappeared from the planet, if this thug is there, you know, and I come through with my hands, you know, who's got the upper hand? The guy with the knife, you know. So really, why is it important? Not only think about yourself, but think about those around you. We will always have criminals. We'll always have a situation where they want to do harm to you and those around you. And if you have a weapon, then you can do your best to protect them. All right, guys. Gentanda. Sharp.